So on the 2A retake review, number one's tricky just because it doesn't have a picture. So it says angle AHS. So I don't know if it's acute, obtuse, right, or straight. So I'm just going to draw this, and I'm going to use H as my vertex because it's the second letter stated. So I have my angle, and it's bisected by ray HI, which means when I draw this other line, it's not just any old line in here. It's specifically one that's bisecting my angle. Oops, it's supposed to be an I. Which means this angle is now identical to this angle. So that's my first statement. So the first angle I drew has H as the vertex, but I have to use 3 letters. So I'll say AHI, this one. And it's the same as the other angle. I'm going to call it IHS. Remember, you could have flipped the order, said SHI, as long as you keep H in the middle. And the only reason I knew those were equal, because again, it said the word bisect, and I know the definition of the word bisect. So I'm just going to use definition of angle bisector. And then we always go to our second reason that we always use. I'm going to substitute some values in. So I didn't label my picture, but I could have. 2x minus 4 was AHI. SHI, I called it another thing, but it's still this other angle, 4x minus 30. So that's what I'm going to be plugging in. I'll be substituting those two values in. There's lots of next steps you can use to solve. I like to get my x's on the same side of the equal sign at the very beginning, so I'll be using the subtraction property of equality, and I am getting lazy. So I'm just writing POE. So I'm subtracting 2x from both sides. So I have a negative 4 still here. I have positive 2x, negative 30. So to keep getting x's on their own side, I'm going to use my addition. I'm going to add 30 to both sides. So negative 4 plus 30 is positive 26. So to finish up, I just need to divide by 2. So my last step is the division property of equality. The next two questions still go with this question here. So it just wants to know what the angle measurements were. So AHI was written as 2x minus 4, but we found that x is 13. So I'll be taking 2 times 13 minus 4. 26 minus 4 is 22. Similar for SHI. I had it in the picture as 4x minus 30. I know x is 13. So 4 times 13, 52 minus 30 is 22. This is not a coincidence. I started out saying these two angles were going to be identical. If I got different numbers, it means I can't solve the equation properly. The last one does want AHS. It wants this whole thing. So remember, if we know the two parts are 22, 22 plus 22 gives us 44. So when we add our angles, we're using angle addition. But technically, I never used angle addition when I did number 1. I started out with definition of bisect. So I'm going to say angle addition involves 2 smaller angles added to make a big angle. Which is not what I was dealing with there. I wasn't trying to, I didn't tell you originally, oh, this whole angle is 44. I didn't know that. What I did have, we need to use angle, or definition of angle bisector. I should put that. Use the definition. Use what I did. My first reason there. Use that when it literally says it will use the word bisect. That's when I know the two parts are equal.